Aloha. Aloha. Oh, hey. You can indeed have some Jaffa cakes. You can indeed. You're very welcome. Hello Yoshi, how are we? How are we doing? How was shopping? I'm all good. I'm all good. It's very high. Wait. Does anyone know, Mr. Lord here, what he's actually trying to invest in that is that high? Because at his level, it shouldn't be as high as that to invest in things. Oh, he's meaning to buy the things, eh? It's okay, I'm having a conversation with this Mr. Lord. Mr. Lord. I'm guessing he is meaning to buy the jeweler and the temple. Because the temple's the 5k, the jeweler's 250. I do believe. So is young Mr. Lord actually, has he invested in anything yet? Has he actually managed that? What one's he? Is he the newest one, eh? Yeah, he's only at level 17, eh? So his investments are low anyway. I mean, he's got a nice little setup though, you know, he's, apart from his rug's clearly the wrong way around. That's a bit triggering, but apart from that, we're all good, we're all good. And he could have lined two things up better, but never mind, never mind. Because I'm absolutely fantastic putting things together. Okay, so is Yoshi starting off my questions here? How's it going, Bert? How you doing, buddy? Best things to invest in. Really, we want, as we go around the circle here, we want to try and keep everything the same sort of level. The only things that really are different are the tavern, which you can make a much higher level if possible, because it's always a bit cheaper to invest in the tavern. Okay, Lord, I'll give you a wee hand, buddy, don't you worry. The tavern and the Emerald Inn. They two can go a bit higher than the rest. Hello, Arn. But the rest of them we try and keep at the same sort of level. So now we're kind of pushing level 5. So the best things to invest in now would be to get the jeweler up, get the leather worker up. I think the rest of them are level 5. Once we've hit level 5 and all that stuff, then we'll push on to level 6. As for Town Hall, that will be the harder one to invest in because it gets very pricey very quickly. So that takes a bit of work. But apart from that, keep everything else on the same kind of level around here, apart from the Emerald Inn and the Tavern, and if possible, keep the Training Hall going just so we can keep our character stronger. Someone needs a little clean. Who's this? Is this Miss Spyro? I think it is. Look at the funkiness of this place. I'll clean your shop, don't you worry. There you go. So that's basically what's best to invest in now. Keeping the resource places on the same sort of level. And putting in as much to that one, and that one as possible. And when we're trying to get more people, obviously go hard on the Town Hall to try and get it going. I could do that now actually. We'll go a little Miss COZ, you've changed your name. You were Chill Out Zone, but now it's Miss Chill Out Zone COZ. How you doing? We'll do a little tour of the houses. Yes, it is a fun one, and it's free if you ever want to give it a go. On PC and on mobile. Okay, whose place is this? This is Young Nerdy Gamer. He's went with the old star design. I like it, it's funky. It's funky. No worries. Yes, I highly recommend this game. I don't recommend it if you want to maintain a life, but I recommend it if you want a fun game to play. And I need to question some Young Nerdy's choices in the store, but never mind, we'll get to that shortly. Who's next up? Oh, we're back to Miss Spyro's house. I do like it. It's very funky, and I like this kind of little design we've got going here. That cost gems. I know that cost gems. Questioning that. Okay, who's next up? This is one of our rando friends. I mean, basic works, you know. We can work with basic. He opted for the little doggy. I mean, a bit of work, I suppose, is needed here. But hey ho. Let's go in here then. Who's this? This is Alex's house. I mean, I kinda like what he's doing, you know, his seating area. He's blocking off his resources. Welcome back. Yes, miss, that's a lovely little dog you've got sitting outside your house. How did you get that? Your little dog ornament, Ah, we're all good, chill out, we're all good. Or Miss COZ now. We're all good, how are you getting on? You doing well? You've been using real pennies in this game, have you? That's shocking. Can't say I blame you though, I mean, a lot of people do. Oh, Happy Lux. Happy Lux, how are we doing? We're not judging, It's all good. So Alex is, you know, he's getting the swingy things. He kind of knows what's going down here, you know. I like it. Who's next? Come on, let me in. Can I not go into your house at this moment? Why not? I'm going to this one then. So this is Max, little Max's house. I mean, I like the floor. It's quite nice. He's doing some work there. He isn't half. It's annoying me I can't go in this house, but he's certainly trying to go for it, ain't he? Look at this. He's got like the swing thing out here. He's got the well that also costs gems. I know that for a fact. Shocking, Alex. Shocking behaviour. Right, where did I get to? So this is Lord's house. You know, pretty basic, but he is just quite new to the game, as he is level 17 stuff. He'll be getting used to it. And then we are into Yoshi's house. I mean, I'm not going to criticise since she is on the stream. I won't criticise, it's lovely. It's lovely. I think your walls need a bit of TLC, but never mind. I mean, they're getting a wee bit damp there, you know. But yeah, it's very nice, very nice. Yoshi's! Cool, cool. How can I get gold fast? It's like this Lord guy who's also playing my little game here. He's asking questions. She is indeed getting there. She is indeed. Yes, I see some empty shelving. That's not the right place. This one. This one. I mean, that's empty. I mean, this table's then nothing. There's a wee space there. This bad boy here's empty as well. What are you doing, Yosh, eh? What are you doing? Get some stuff in your shop. Get some stuff. Yeah, all here's excuses, I'm afraid. All I hear is excuses. Okay, right, I'll start my little Q&A off then. So, in what way do you mean improve your shop? Give me some actual questions and I'll give you best answers I possibly can. Yes, that is my name. Well, it's one of my names. No, 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 no. For that is where you are wrong, Miss Spyro. My tables do not need to be pushed up against the wall. For a simple fact, some customers only go to certain sides of the table. So if you push it against the wall, sometimes they won't buy an item from your table if they can't walk around it. Tip number 1. Don't push your table up against the wall. Leave it so a customer can walk right round the thing. Okay. I'll break that question down a little bit. So that is why I don't push the tables up against the wall, because sometimes a customer will walk up and they'll say, I can't get to that item, but another customer will walk up and say, like, look at the item and decide if they want it or not. So some customers like to be on one side, some on the other, so I leave the space so they can walk right around it. That way, you know, they'll always pick the item they want. The other things are okay. I always leave these. I wouldn't put these like close together because, again, they like to go either side of it. These are okay because they tend to just walk at them straight on. Okay, so as for your racks and tables and such, for now you are best having 2 of each, just because the more items you have on show, the more, not the more customers will come to your table, but the more customers will come into your shop on a more frequent basis, if you will. The more that you're showing, your footfall gets faster. So it's good to not have too many of these, but have, like what I've kind of got now, 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them. because that way if you keep these full, then your customers will come in at a faster pace. So that's fine. As for your stuff over here, your resources and stuff, you can just upgrade them if you want, but for start game you need quite a few resources because you're building quick in the beginning, because the early items they don't take long to build. So like your sword or whatever, it takes like 10 seconds, so you need the iron to be there for you to quickly build these items as fast as possible. Obviously the later the game goes, you need more to build something, but it takes more time, giving you time to replenish your items again. But as for that, I tend to make sure the things I build most is using iron, wood and leather. I don't use herbs that much because I tend not to use the herbs all that often. Hello Nerdy, how we doing buddy? But yeah, so how I kind of do it is I tend to have 4 wood at this kind of stage, 4 wood, 4 iron, and leather I don't use as much, but I use a bit, so I've got 3 of them and 3 of the herbs, just so I've got enough to use, because you tend to run out of the wood and iron the quickest. Because most people when they play this, they tend to go, yeah, but I think swords are a better thing to buy than, you know, like a leather jacket. So they tend to use a lot more the iron and wood, because the iron wood items also are more expensive to sell. Not expensive, but you can sell them for more, so they tend to be the more useful items to build. So I would have kind of that kind of setup that I've got there with the 4, and keep the other ones set to 3. And when you can, just obviously go into the upgrade and upgrade that, because once you get to 6, that's when the first big boost is, because it will give you 6 storage up until level 6, and then on level 6 you'll get a big whack of stuff. Yeah. And as for your trunks, your storage trunks, I tend to just run with 3 of them, because you'll find, thanks for that Chilla, that's very much appreciated. Your trunks, you tend to find, obviously they get quite pricey to upgrade eventually. It does give you 5 items per upgrade though, and obviously 6 and 11 are much bigger and much more pricey. But also when you build your racks, that also adds to the amount of items you can hold in the store. So it's good to have a balance between these and your storage trunks, as that's kind of how you have all the items that are in your store, basically. What's your she asking? So, people that sell you things, is it good to buy? Yes, it is good to buy, for the simple fact, as I'll show you here. Right, so this person, I'll not show you in that one actually, I'll show you in this one. Right, this person wants to sell the thief's shoes for 1,400. So if I buy that for 1,400, I can sell that for, it's usually about double, so I could sell that for about 2,800. So you're always making a profit off buying from these people, but when they come to sell you something, you're also best, if you've got the energy, to pay less for it. So I'd pay 700 now for these thief shoes, so I buy them, and then if I just go over here and find the thief shoes, there you are, I sell the thief shoes now for 2,800 like I said, but I only paid next to nothing for them. So they're a good way of making profit. When these people come in, you're best saving up your energy and trying to get the price down on them. If not, just straight up buy them, because you'll make a profit anyway for what they're trying to sell you. So it's always good to deal with these little people here. can surcharge as well. Obviously that costs energy to do, but doing that obviously will double the amount that person's going to pay. And also at the same time you can, if you're feeling risky, you can use the small talk thing. I tend never to use small talk. I'm doing good, Nerdy. I'm doing good. How are you, buddy? I know you just said you're good, but I'm going to ask you again. That's how I roll. So you can use this small talk as well. Small talk gives you a chance of getting bonus energy, but it can also backfire and take energy off you. So that backfired, and basically I got no extra energy for that whatsoever. But it's a good little mechanic if you're a bit low in energy and you just want to try and roll a dice, basically try and, I don't know, get some energy back. Sometimes if it's a high price item, I'll buy it for less, then wait until I have enough energy to surcharge it if someone wants to buy it. Best way to get the most of profit from it. That is correct, that is a good way of doing it. You can do that, and yeah, it's a decent way of doing it. And if you don't want to do the surcharge thing, you can try your luck at selling it in the market at a higher price and see if someone's gullible enough to buy it off you. Next question. Okay, we're doing a market tour. Are you ready? Okay, this is basically how the market works. There's 4 sections to the market. Okay, I'll do the market first, then I'll do the wee things you can attach to your items. Okay, so market, 4 things up the top here. First of all is your listings, which has 3 sections. The first one, create an offer, basically is your way of selling one of your items or several of your items out into the online player base for them to buy from you. So say, just for a giggle, we'll just go 1 sturdy cane. How we doing, buddy? How we doing? How's God of War? You enjoying God of War, buddy? Nice to see you here. Okay, sturdy cane. So you can up this to however many you've got, but it does go to a maximum of, you can only go 50 at a time. But I'll just put up one now. So price, the base price is 290. Now for high-end items, if you click on this little gold thing that some people don't know about, once you've spent 600 gems, you can click on this and that changes that to a gem price. So you can actually sell items for the real money currency in the game, which is the gems up the top right here. So once you get a bit further in the game and you've used a bit of these gems, you unlock that. If you click on that gold coin, it will change to gems and you can try and sell some items for gems rather than gold. But we'll do that for now. So we'll boost the price just a little bit just so this goes, and you can put this up to 2 days that you can keep it up if you think it's not going to sell quickly. But the sturdy cane should sell pretty fast, I would imagine. There we go, it's already gone, so then you just take your money. Now as the market works, whatever you set the price to, the market takes a bit of the money off you, like how a kind of market would work, I suppose. they take their share, if you will. But that's the first one, creating your offer. That's you selling it to other online players. Now the next one is create a request, where you can pick an item that you are able to build, and you can request that item from other online players so they could sell it to you. Yeah, there's a lot of item management here, buddy. There's a lot of it. So you can request any of the items you're capable of building, and someone out there in the big world could sell that item to you, just the opposite of you selling to them. This way you're putting out the request and someone's fulfilling it for you. It is. It's great fun. Then the third one is the create the guild request. So any items that you can possibly build once per day. Well, I say you can possibly build, there's loads of these things. Once per day you can pick an item. Hello Apex, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I could say request a fire element. I'll request one of a normal quality because that's the most basic that people will have to give you. Set that up for a 12-hour, and that is now in the guild requests. So I now have put into the guild that I want one of these items, so anyone in the guild can fulfill my request and give me the item I've asked for. I don't use Instagram, mate. I made one a while ago, but I don't go on the thing. I just don't go on the thing because A, don't know how to use it, and B, I'm not that much into social media. So basically, I just need to come by your channel to see what you're doing, really. I don't really deal with social media because my social skills, I'll let Miss Spyro answer this, my social skills, what is it today? How good are my social skills? What are they like? So that is basically your listings and what you can do in there. So you can either sell your items online to other players, you can request items to be sold to you, basically, and you can put up an item into the guild once per day. Yes, my social skills are that of a Pringle. That is correct. And once a day you can ask your guild mates to be kind and give you a little item. As for the other three things here, the far right one is just the guild request that was just in. So that's my request that I've put up. If anyone in the guild requests something, it will all show up here. And then I can fulfill their request, or Miss Spyro can, Yoshi can, Nerdy Gamer can, Alex can. They all kind of kick about in the stream here, so they're all in this guild. So we can fulfill little things. I am tasty, thank you. I am very tasty. Okay, so the other ones are the offers. This is people that are selling things on the market right now, so you can browse these at your leisure. There is tons of items. You can just cycle along them, and if you see something you're like, oh, kind of fancy that, you could buy it here. But I do suggest never doing this, ever, because in that section, in the offer section, the things you're buying are extortionate. There are people that are basically crafted an item, obviously without it costing them any gold, and they'll up the price on it, so you're actually losing out by buying that item. Yes, everything on the market is overpriced. And the other one is request. This one I do suggest you do. Yeah, don't use this, okay? Simply don't use the offers section. Just don't use it. It is not worth it. You'll end up paying yourself out of gold. Pointless. If you have like a character that you really want an item on that you can't craft, by all means come in here and buy it, but that would be the only time I would use this. Any other time, nope. Just stay away from the offers page. Oh, you've got an Apex fan, Miss Spyro? You have an Apex fan? Yes, the request section is where it's at. This is where you want to be. For when you make items, these are online people that are asking for these items, and sometimes these people will pay stupid amount of money for the item they want. For example, this bangle here, I could buy this bangle right now. The base value of the bangle, or the iron ring, sorry, I'm calling it a bloody bangle. The iron ring, the base value is 860. This person is willing to pay almost double that. Almost double that. It is double that and some. Sorry, my maths not that great. So selling on this tab is fantastic. This is the best way to do it. But it has a downside that I'll talk about in a second. 50 quid, have you? Have you actual? 50 quid? 50 quid, eh? But anyway, the iron ring, 860. This person is willing to sell it, buy it for 1,802. So basically they're doing their sell out of money for this item. So I'll go ahead and buy that because I'll go ahead and sell that because I'm making money from doing that. So this is, if you're using the market, this is the section you really want to be in, the requests. You want to be building things to sell to people in the request section. But the downside to doing that is you don't get player XP. Well, you do, but it's very low. So your overall level, this level up here, will go up very slowly if all you do is sell in the request section of the market. But this is the best way to make gold in the game by far. Because you see there's an iron ring. I can sell it to somebody for 860, but I just sold one to someone online for 1,802. So you'll make more money selling through the market, but you also need to be selling in your shop to up your level, top left here. Right, let's see what you're all talking about. Yeah, Alex has well spent money, and he can't even lie because I know for a fact he spent money. They know how to get you, Miss Spyro. They're like, oh, here's a good offer, you fancy this one? It's a good price, eh? It's a good price, you want to buy this one? Because I mean, I've got a couple sitting up here, you know, they go $11.99 to get this guy that you could get without it. $14 to get yourself a secondary pet. Ooh. Or what's this? This guy's like $22 for expansions and slot. It's things you can get without spending the money. I have spent some money. I have indeed. The only money I've really spent so far is buying the Academy. And I bought the Academy because to me it is very worth buying. I haven't bought the Engineer over in the corner here. I've not bought the Engineer. Even though the 50% item break chance is quite good, still not enough to convince me. So I've not bought that, but I have bought the Academy. Because with the Academy you can build these. And these are a very good item to be building. So what was my other questions? I had other questions there, didn't I? About elements and stuff. Was it elements? Okay. Right, elements, there's two parts to elements. For if I jump over here, you'll see down the bottom I have the ember elements, bubble elements, and then there's a different one that is your spirit animals. Now, with the elements, you can add to any item, you can add two things. You can add a spirit here once you have bought the temple, which I've not quite done yet, but the temple will be over here when you reach level 25. You will be able to buy this for 50,000. And then once you've got the temple, you can start crafting the spirit rune things. But as they tend to work, any item here, if you click onto the item from your storage, so these are all the items I've got sitting in storage ready to sell, basically. So if I go into, say, this and go into my elements, then I can equip one of these elements to my item. Now the way this works is, obviously these are normal items, these are just the normal stuff. So if I just went onto a normal item and I went to equip the fire elemental, I have a 100% chance of that element sticking to that item and working. However, if I went into, say, this one that's the first rarity step up, the superior rare, if I go in, it's now a 33% chance of that element sticking. So your element needs to be of the same rarity as the item you're putting on for a 100% chance of it working. It needs to be the same level or higher. Your element needs to be a higher level than, the same or higher than the item you're putting on, if that makes sense. So as I'll show there, if I put this on, the value of that item goes up by 80,000, and if you want to equip it to one of your characters, then its attack goes up by 14, and you also get a +5 fire damage to it. So that adds the fire element to that item. So now I can sell that item for 31,500. So if you are wanting to equip them to your characters, the best thing to do is go along your characters and see what element they are joined to, which you'll see at the very bottom here. So like this character is fire, Oddball's character is nature, Pink Waves is air, Miss Spyro is fire, Yoshi's is fire, and wee Samson at the end here, he is light. So basically there's loads of different elements that you can buy. So you've got your fire, your light, air, darkness, nature, water, and whatever other ones there is. So your best, if you are going to equip, say, this sword to your character, then you're best equipping a nature element to it, which I don't have now, but if I equip that, then that number goes up there. Try and show you on this one. Do that. So because Yoshi's character is a fire type, if you will, it's like Pokemon. If I put this fire element on, then that now has fire, and now she has +5 to her element down the bottom here. And the reason for making sure the right elements are on the right characters is because it upgrades your skills. So her main skill here, the +20% attack, its next upgrade is at 10. So if I add another fire element onto another bit of armour she has, this now leveled up to 2. So now she does 30% extra damage. Yeah? Do we understand? Alex Game, how are you doing, buddy? How are you doing, my friend? So that's basically how that works. Same here. Our first skill, basically 15, will up this to 40% attack, 40% defense. So that's how you get the most out of your characters, is finding out what element they're basically a part of and equipping the correct elements to their items that they have on them. And that's that level 2 now, so there you go, 40% attack, 40% defense. And that's how you make your character stronger to deal with the higher end quests. And whenever you can, send your people out on missions that preferably isn't on easy. If you can push up to medium, that's much better, you'll get much more from it. Next question. No, there isn't really any point to me equipping that to the heroes just now. That was just me giving you the example of how it works. Just so when it comes a time you've got a hero you want to stick to, that is how you make them as strong as possible. But for now, you can do it to some of your heroes because it will help you push up through the harder areas of the game now, just so you can get the resources. You can sell your chests, but you'll find a lot of people don't really buy the chests. As for keys, you do run the chance of getting them dropped from the missions, more so from the boss mission. But yeah, the keys are quite hard to come by. And mostly inside the chest you will get stuff to help with quests and or ascension shards and stuff like that. Yeah, you get the chests and the keys, random drops from sending your people out on quests. The higher the quest you go on, as in easy, medium or hard, the higher you go, the more chance it is of getting the chest and the key drops from it. what's the questions here? What's with the champion shopkeepers and what's the point for them? Okay, can I have a translation of that? Anyone in the chat? Can someone translate Yoshi's message to me so I understand? I see that Alex and Nerdy have just joined us online. Let's see what they're up to. Not a lot. Yeah, the loot that is in the yellow, that is hidden behind the monthly subscription that you can take out in this game. I know that sounds absolutely horrible, but there is a monthly subscription. It's like 8-9 quid or something that you pay every month, and whatever items in the gold, you can get that item if you have the subscription. Now you tend to find as you go on and doing quite a lot, the gold items will be your chests and keys and stuff. Obviously you've got a perfect chance of getting it without it being in the gold section, but it possibly could be in the gold section as well. So if you're paying for the membership, which I would only recommend if you're playing this game a lot. If you're not, then I wouldn't recommend paying monthly for something you're not playing a lot. But if you are playing a lot, it could be something down the line to consider if this is a game you really enjoy playing, because it gives you a few things with it. But you can just as easily get through the game without using the subscription. But one of the main benefits that come with the subscription is that when your item breaks out on a quest, you can fix it with gold, rather than having to kind of chuck it and build a new item. You can just repair the item so you never lose it if you put on really good gear onto any of your heroes. That's one of the things that come with it anyway. If you want to do the monthly thing, which I know a lot of people wouldn't do because it is a little bit daft. Can't say I've not done it, because I have. I've done it on the mobile. I did have the monthly subscription for a little while, and as lovely as it was, I did take it back off again. But I did have it for a while. So apart from the items you can fix while you are out in the quests, so you don't lose your items. Also from the quest you can get the gold items. When the event comes up, as every month there is an event that gives you really good stuff, there is some gold locked items, if you will, that are in the event, but you can still get really good stuff without being part of the membership. But it gives you a bit more, basically. If you've got the membership, you just get everything and some. And also, if I go over into goals here, as a lot of you guys might know, is the bounties are up at level 15. So you can come on here, pick yourself a bounty, do the bounty, and it will go into the weekly renown. So in 2 days and 5 hours time, I'll get some points in which I can spend on the guild, and I'll put it into some things that we can all use to benefit from. but the other side of the goals is the tasks. So making sure you do all of these whenever you can to give yourself the fortune tickets. So when you're in the fortune zone, some good items show up with the fortune game. But if you have the membership, these items cost less of these coins to buy, basically. See, it says save 20% on prizes if you have the membership. So you can do, that's I guess another thing you can get from it if you want to go down that route. But these are a good way of getting your quest items, your research scrolls, ascension shards. Hello Oddball, how are we doing? And your kind of coins for your champions. I'll put this onto auto spin, see what we get. I liked your singing, Oddball. Some very subtle tones you have, my man. Some very subtle tones. Is there a quicker or easier way of getting champion coins if you need like 50 to level up but only get 3 every now and then? It's a bit crap. Yes it is. So as far as the champion coins go, I'll try and explain it now. So obviously you can randomly get them from these, which if I had 1,000 then it would give me 5 coins, so that's a wee bit more than you get in the store. Other than that, in the store, when they come, like Sears over here, so I can sell her the flip-flops. She gives me the free coins that help me along here, but you're best doing these because you need to, if you do one of these, the next hero will come into your shop quicker. If you send them away and not give them what they're after, it puts the hero coming into your shop on a cooldown, if you get what I mean. Yeah, you do need to get some songs on the go, boss, most definitely. And obviously if you want to just cheat altogether, you could just you know, rock up onto this thing and just, you know, scroll along here and go, I fancy having this character, boom, there's but we're not doing that. We're not spending money on a game when it can be avoided anyway. Is there any benefit to being the best in the game? Well, the benefit to being the best in the game is, you know, you'll have the better gear faster than the rest. Can you see the store? What in the store you want to see, Yoshi? What is it you're looking for? You can get your gems, ascension start. I can't even say that. Ascension shards. Hello Shadow Slash, how we doing, buddy? Research scrolls, you can buy coins for the characters. If you really want to part with money, then you could spend all day in this place just spending money. Yeah, you are certainly top of the guild board now. That is for definite. So this thing here, this is the Royal Merchant. This is the monthly payment if you wanted to pay it monthly. I mean, I can't say it's a good thing to do. Understand why, but can't say it's a good thing to do. But basically, you can repair your items with gold. You get bonus rewards from going out missions. You get plus 10% gems from packs. Your fortune zone is discounted, and any early access items you can get into faster or you can buy cheaper. And that's pretty much what you get for the monthly subscription, if that's the kind of route you feel like going down, chucking money at this game. So, any other questions? I'm open to all questions. Okay, I'll check that out for you. He's top on investments, but I mean you're top on the other stuff so far, you know. You need to kick him off that investment, you know. You just need to kick him out of there. Okay, mastering items basically gives you, if you keep building an item up to its highest point, it will go gold like this squire sword here. So when it's like this, you've got a better chance of getting a rare item, well, a rarity off that. So if I build that squire sword, I have a chance of it being, you know, epic, rare, superior, legendary, something like that. And to put it further, if you have ascension shards, because here's the milestones for it. So the first time you level up, you'll get a new blueprint. The second time you level up, you'll get another blueprint. Third time, its value will increase, then the quality chance goes up as long as you keep going with it. Or if you go into Ascensions, you can use your Ascension shards to level it up. So the first time it will take off iron, so you'll lose 4 iron, so it's cheaper to make it resource wise. Second time you do it, it gives you a multi-craft chance, so when you build that sword there's a chance you get 2 for the price of 1. And if I do it again here, it will give you more quality chance, so there's even more chance of it being a higher tier item that you make, which I'll do just now to show you. So when you do the ascensions, you end up on this path here. So this is the sword ascension path. So each item has its own path that you can go along as you ascend. So this one, because I've ascended first item to 3, I can get 2.5 thousand free of charge for doing so. Now if I had the monthly subscription, I could also get 3,000 on top of that. So as you see, this top line, if you're paying monthly, is what you could get on top of what you already get. But the ones to aim for is picking yourself. Hey Beat, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. So what you're kind of aiming for is the 9, the 15, the 21 and the 27 area, because they give you quite good stuff. Like the worker XP goes up at 9, the surcharge energy cost comes down at 15, your multi-craft chance goes up at 21, and the quality chance goes up again at 27. So if you can get to the top of this, then basically everything you're making has such a good chance of being much higher than it should be, so you can make more money. just do a little test. I'm going to build 5 of these. I want to see how many are rare. At the same time, I am going to put something out for sale. There's no one giving me my element yet. Come on, guys, what are you doing? I asked for an element. And someone in the chat here, can someone answer this cute little... I'm sure he's a wee young lad, just the way he talks. But someone answer him how to get some gold fast. Bless him. The objective, well, the objective is to be as good as Miss Spyro one day. That is the objective. That's okay. I'll accept it later. It's fine. I will take my request away. Right, so I want to see what I get from these swords now that I've upgraded them and stuff. Right, that's a normal one. Got nothing for that. There's a superior one. So that's one decent upgrade. Got hee-haw for that one. Hee-haw for that one. And hee-haw for that one. So 1 out of 5 was a rarer. Which didn't exactly show my thing off very well, but never mind. We'll try that again. Nothing superior. Need people to buy my stuff so I can keep going with these. Oh, superior. There's a double craft, so I'll get 2 for the price of 1. There's another double craft, 2 for the price of 1. Not bad, not bad. The gunwoman isn't quite as much as that, I don't think. It's $29.99, so you're talking about 25 quid. Yeah, you could easily spend quite a bit of money on this. Easily. Pay to win. You are indeed. I remember you with Pokemon Go. The amount of Pokeballs you bought was unbelievable. I'd recommend buying the Academy. If you are going to part with real money, I would buy the Academy. Yeah, the Academy is the best one to buy because it gives you the wands, but that's not really the important part. The important part is the runes. The runes are the most important part. because eventually, because she opens up this basically, the chipped runestone. If you make the chipped runestone, then that lets you build the elements. And people in the market will give you a stupid amount of money for elements. Especially high-end elements, and if you can get rarity on your elements, they'll basically give you all the money you need so that you sell it to them. Yeah, runes in this. I'll show you here. Right, I'll go into the market and we'll go into the requests. So basically, the base value for a fire element is 8,000 on its own, but people will give you about 13,000 for a fire element. And the spirit elements, they kind of work the same. Base value is about 10,000. You can take about 12,000 off another player to sell it to them. And if you want, you can sell the actual chip runestones on their own without actually making them elements, which they are 4,000, but people actually will give you more than they will for a certain element. They'll actually give you a lot more golds here, 21,000 for a chip runestone. You could just sit there all day building these and selling them and watch your money shoot up. So yeah, if you are going to part with any money, I would definitely buy the Academy. It's the most worth out of anything, any of the places you can buy with real money. That's one of the best ways of making money, because also it doesn't take away from your store. As I was saying, to get your XP to level up here, you need to sell in the store. So if you keep your items in the store to sell, and sell only on the market your runestones and stuff, like your chip runestones, you could sell them there to make your extra money, because you can't actually sell them in your store anyway. So sell them to the market and sell your items in your store. And that's the best way of keeping the balance of your money. Yeah, definitely. The Academy is much more worth it than guns and crossbows, I can guarantee you. Guns and crossbows are lovely to look at, I'm sure, but they won't generate you as much money as you probably would hope that they would. Just a lot of folk went a bit crazy when that came out. They're like, oh, guns and crossbows, that's awesome. So the game developers were quite smart about it and actually put it behind a money wall, you know. So, any other questions? Aye. Hanging on. I'm hanging on. Okay, the purpose of doing the bounties is at the end of the week, basically. Now we're sitting at the level 6, so at the end of the week it will give me 300 bounty upgrades, coins if you will, to use. Obviously you're top of the board at the moment. But as you push up here, level 10 is the most that it gives you 1,000 coins to spend, but now we're sitting at 300. So basically the 300 will be able to get spent on the guild. I'll just jump over here. If I go into the guild perks here, basically these are the things that I can spend the coins on at the end of the week. So I can add more bounties to our bounty board. I can give us more boosts on things to invest on the town. I can boost our common resources, our uncommon and our rare. Probably wouldn't do they two now because most people are just dealing with the first 4 at the moment. And I can upgrade your racks to give you more energy. I can upgrade your storage. I can upgrade how much components, and I can put on limited time boost to crafting, questing, XP and resources. So that's basically why we do bounties, so I can add these things and it benefits everyone in the guild and lets us move quite quick, if you will. It'll help us build faster, hold more stuff, that sort of thing. Well, the thing is, if you buy the rune person with real money, if you can get it up high enough that you can get the high end runes, you can sell them for gems. Obviously gems being the real money currency in the game. So basically it's like getting the real money currency without paying real money, if you get what I mean. So you could sell the runes for gems rather than gold. It does let me change guild master, but that doesn't mean you're getting to be guild master, okay? I know you're dying to be the guild master, but the thing is that with the guild things that you can upgrade them too. It doesn't have to be me. I could transfer it to you, but I'm not going to. I am savage. This is my guild. I might not be the best in it, but this is mine. You're no getting it. So, any other questions? I'm not going to stay on too much longer, but if you want to know anything, then let me know. Anything you shouldn't do? Everything benefits you in a way. The only thing that you just really need to stay away from is using that offers bar. That's the only thing that will destroy any progress you've made, because it is really just not worth at all. As long as you stay away from that, you're absolutely fine. You're absolutely fine. Apart from that, invest as a guild, invest in everything, because as you see here, like investors, Alex is now, he's put in 69 investments. What a brilliant number, Alex. Go on, at least put one more in there, buddy, please. So he's invested this amount, but as he keeps investing, this becomes dearer. So for me it's 500 now, because I'm down here, I'm only 27 investments, I know, lacking behind. But for Alex the now, his investments are going to be much higher than this. So the people that are down the bottom, at the very bottom, need to invest more, because it's cheaper for them to invest to help us level it up than it is the people that are at the top. There he goes. He put in the 70. Thanks, mate. It's like he heard me. Yeah, they probably will be quite pricey now, because you're quite high on, see what I mean, you're like 84 there, so for you the Emerald in, yours won't be 500 coins anymore, but mine will be. On this, you're at 52, you're in second place. So yours is much higher than what mine is. Hey Shell, how you doing? How you getting on? And it is very important to keep all of these full at all times. Don't let them get empty, because then you'll lose the amount of people coming into your store at any one time. And you don't want that to slow down, because you won't be able to sell anything basically. Makes it a bit pointless. Yeah, crafting all this stuff and nobody to sell it to. Oh, of course you will, mate. Of course you will. Surprised she's not working on it now to try and beat you. Mostly my shop doesn't look fancy, because I care very little for all these little fancy knickknacks. I usually wait for the events when you get the right fancy stuff to put them in the store. I mean, this stuff's alright, you know, but I like the event stuff when it comes. Kinda like that obelisk though, I'm not gonna lie. Got my eyes on you, Mr. Obelisk. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nothing outside. Until I get things that I kinda like, I don't buy any decorations. Yeah, I'm doing not too bad, Shell, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, we Lord just bet the boss in the first area. Fantastic. Making progress, guys. Making progress. Right. Right, I'm about wrapping this up though, so anyone, any other questions before I toodle on? Have we all learned a little bit, hopefully? Learned a little bit to help us progress? Well, they were talking about it coming along with the next level tier, I believe. So when tier 10 items come, they're planning on making prestige mean something. I'm guessing it'll change your energy in some kind of way, but that's only a guess. I can't say 100% what they'll do. My favourite colour is red or black. I like both equally, but red maybe a little bit more, because I mean black's a bit of a dull colour. It's not a colour, it's a shade. Aye, good one. But yeah, red or black. Ah, no worries, Alex. No worries. As I say, any other questions, just let me know. I've been playing this game for over a year on the phone, so I do know it quite well. And I know quite a lot about the kind of high-end stuff as well, the high-end bosses, the high-end, how you should set up your characters and that, but when you kind of get to that, just let me know and I'll answer any questions. Like how to build your character correctly to actually get through some of the really tough fights at the end. I say the end, this game doesn't really end, but the high-end fights kind of need a bit of planning to go into. You can't just send anyone in. Cheers, Shell. Thank you. Hope you have a nice weekend as well. Okay, folks. Any other questions then before I go? Last chance. We're all good. Excellent. Wait, what you want in there? What you want? Question, if you had to pick one item to keep from shop for self, what would it be and why? Which item can you craft that I would like to actually have in real life and keep for myself? Is that kind of what you're asking? Because I would say there is an item that came out with a Christmas expansion called it's like the Peppermint Hammer. I love that thing. It just looks so cool. I can't show it here because I'm not high enough level to actually have it. But yeah, it's like a big candy cane hammer. It's awesome. Grass green, eh? So we're all good then? We're all happy with that? Disinfinity, hello? Lovely to see you, mate. Sadly I'm just coming off, but it is lovely that you dropped in. Okay, so anyway folks, it was lovely to have you all here. Hope you've learned a thing or two. Any other questions, drop them into my actual messenger onto the shop times, drop it in Discord, drop it on YouTube, drop it anywhere you want. I'll try and answer things as best I can. And it was lovely seeing you all. As Miss Spyro says, keep up all the good work, guildmates. Okay, folks, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for coming.